is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, aka the Hokage of the village. Hidden in that loud, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Dr. Katz. I'm sorry, I mean Dr. K has recently uploaded a video titled Understanding the Reality of Weed, viewer interview. And as a connoisseur of sorts, not really a connoisseur, I just like to smoke weed. As the Hokage of the village hidden in that loud, so I guess I am a connoisseur of sorts. And I like to smoke weed. As the Hokage of the village, hidden in that loud, I felt it was my duty to watch this video, to react to this video. This video is 37 minutes long, so viewer discretion. I'm going to watch like the first 10 minutes. I'm gonna record the first 10 minutes, then I'm gonna watch the rest of it like on my own. So link to the video, a link to the channel will both be in the description below. And so be sure to check out HealthyGamerGG. I have nothing against Dr. K. I have nothing against him. I don't even know him. But since it's about weed, I gotta check it out. So, excuse me. Let's check it out.
But I would say the majority of people are actually like you, and this is the part that we never talk about. It's like, how is it actually affecting your life? Like, is it, even if it's not a huge problem, should you use, should you not use, is it good, is it bad? Like, the truth is that 80% of people are just like you and probably somewhere in the middle.
I'm guessing whoever he's talking to is the 80% that I am not like. That's why I'm Hokage. You know? Otherwise, I'd just be like you. But I can help you become a Hokage. And we'll become the next Hokage, maybe. Or a Hokage. I can help you blossom into a beautiful bird, butterfly, whatever, that can one day lead its own village of the hidden in that loud. You know what I'm saying? But I'm guessing that he's talking to someone who, when they smoke, they just go into lazy mode. You feel me? Like, I just want to play some games, watch some videos, and take a nap or something. Not everyone, I know, I understand. Not everyone can like smoke and then like can be productive and continue to work. There's a secret to it. The secret is to have everything prepped and ready for you to work on. Be ready to work. Like, have everything ready and set aside for you to work. Have the mindset of, all right, I'm gonna go do this. I'm getting ready to go do this. I'm working right now. I'm working. I gotta work. And then go smoke. Then after you smoke, it's like, while you're smoking, you're still in the mindset of, I gotta work on this, work on this, work on this, work on this. Maybe it's just me. I mean, maybe it's, I know it's not just me, but maybe I'm one of the few that can actually do this. But it's like, I got this to work on, I got this to work on, I got this to work on. Everything is already set up. So all I need to do is go back to my desk and hit record. You know what I'm saying? So after I finish smoking, it's like, all right, cool. I'm ready. Then next thing you know, I'm here. I'm like, hey, what is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fan, blah, 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 blah. That's just me. I don't know how it is for everyone else, or whoever he's talking to might represent the everyone else. I don't know what this is about. Let's check it out. Weed use. Conversation on weed use.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. I had my final exams today for my classes.
Tell me you passed.
All right, and got any plans for later today?
None at all.
Okay, awesome. And what do you go by?
I go by Rogan mainly. That's just my name.
Okay.
No
nice
Joe, just Rogan.
Gotcha. So talk to me about marijuana, dude.
So I actually haven't been doing.
1 second though, I I would love to talk to Dr. K about marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna talk to you while I'm high on marijuana. We can just have that conversation. I'm ready.
It for that long, so I moved up to Canada.
He hasn't been doing it for that long, so that's one sign that he's not actually at that point in life where it's like, okay, I know how to use this and still be productive. He's a newbie. It does take time, unless you're guided. It does take time for you to actually get to that point. Shit, I've been smoking since I was 13. That was thousands and thousands of years ago. So, yeah. I got this. I got this. I mean, that's why I'm Hokage.
Canada for schooling from the southern half of the states, and then when I turned 19, it's like, okay, cool, I can get all this stuff legally now. So it's like, why not try it? So I tried it, and then I did it the next day, and then I did it the next day. A few days later, did it again, and then it just became more often. And now it's like I'm doing it every day, but I'm managing to keep it within like times where I know I'm not doing anything and don't have any responsibilities going on.
Hold on, just because I have a speech impediment and he seems to have a speech impediment doesn't mean that everybody who smokes weed has a speech impediment or develops a speech impediment. Chill out. I see what you're thinking. I know I got you.
When I start to get a little overwhelmed, it's like, okay, let me have a little bit, see if I can unwind.
Okay.
Okay, the
if you're
mindset
ready
is
to
all
take
wrong.
the next step on your mental health journey, check out Dr. K's guide. It's an immersive resource that distills over 20 years of my experience, laid out in a way that is tailored to your needs. So if you're ready to better understand your mind and take control of it, check out the link in the description below. How far along are you in college?
So it's only a 1-year-long program. It's more like a trade school type thing.
Okay.
And I just finished my final exams this morning, and graduation's next Friday.
Wow, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sounds like you first used marijuana. I'm assuming that you started in the fall?
Marijuana?
Yeah, about like...
People still call it that?
November, December.
Okay, so and that's when you first started using marijuana, when you tried it?
Yes. Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about what was in your head when you tried it for the first time?
So when I first tried it, I was with one of my housemates out back, and it's like, I took it at that time. We were just using his bong, and it's like first hit, it's like 30 minutes go by, nothing happens. Second, nothing happens. Third, and then 15 minutes after, it all hits you. But it's like that first time, it's like it was fun.
That delayed smack.
It was really fun. It was
in the face.
Because it was something I had never experienced before.
Mm-hmm.
So it was it was just like, whoa, this is cool. It's kind of satisfying that curiosity.
Okay. And what was, when you say it hits you, what does that feel like?
Well, when it hit me, it's like everything's...
When it hits, it's kind of like you do become more creative. In my opinion, I become more creative, more focused, more... Maybe I become more creative because I am a creative type of person. And so I become more focused on what I'm normally like. I become more focused on me, and I'm a creative person, so I become more focused on my own creativity. Everything I think about when I'm just watching videos like this now, I have a bunch of different ideas popping up. Like, oh, this would be a great idea for this type of video. If I ever met Dr. K, this would be a great idea for this type of video. If I ever did this, if I want to do this, blah blah blah. This would be a great idea. This would be a great idea. You know what I'm saying? Or I could do this. All this creativity pops up, and it's just like, all right, cool. But mostly, I'm just silent. Like from an outside perspective, I am quiet as like, unless I'm making a video, unless I prep myself beforehand, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this video. I'm just quiet. I'll just be like, I'll just be a very observant type of person. I'm still very creative. Like I can make that could be a video, that could be the video, this, that. But they're doing, I already see a storyline, like, you know what I'm saying? I can be very creative about things, but if I don't preface that before I smoke, then I'm just like, I'm very just quiet. Like, you'll see me in my live streams, kick.com/PaperSin. You'll see me in my live streams, and like, I'll be very silent, very focused. I play my best Apex Legends when I'm high. I play my best League of Legends when I'm high. Like, but there's a threshold. You feel me? If I get too high, then my gameplay ability falls off. You know, I recognize that. I see that. I notice that. I'm sure you do too if you're an avid user. But yes, you can be like, I smoke, and then that's like, okay, cool. You can be lazy, but there's steps. I can teach people if I need to. That's why I'm Hokage. That's why I'm the Hokage.
Zoom, like at least from what I felt, it felt like everything just kind of zoomed out just a little bit.
Okay.
And then and like my face muscles just kind of got tighter. And
okay.
That was really, that's what I felt personally.
Okay.
I've had a lot of people have different reactions.
And what was fun about it?
I guess the most fun thing was, you know, just kind of like the sort of relaxing feeling it brought, and it's like, you know, you just kind of sit down and let it take over.
And what does it do when it takes over?
No. That's not what you really want to do. You can let it take over, or you can take it over. You feel me? Like, you want to just be like, okay, I feel it coming. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to because if you just sit there and let it take over, yes, it'll take over what your latent desires in a way kind of are. And those might be just like, yo, I really don't want to work on this. So I'm just gonna like watch fucking Netflix instead. You know what I'm saying? That could be the takeover. No. You have to be in charge. You have to make sure you're in charge. You're like, I'm taking this in, and when it hits, I want to make sure, all right, cool. This is what we're doing. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to lead you. I just want you to like, I just want the weed to like make it not easier. I want it to accentuate the creativity. I want it to add to my creativity of this I'm doing. Not to me sitting back and like, yo, dude. This one time at band camp. You don't want to just do that. You want to be like, all right. Here comes that push. Here comes that takeover. I'm going to guide you in here. I want you to take this over. Because personally, I procrastinate. So it's like, no, I want you to take this over. And this is what we're going to do with it. You're going to motivate me. I'm already prepped. I'm already prepped to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is what we're going to do. You just move it in. Just instead of me procrastinating on some shit, then it's like, nah, we're going to do this. Okay, I'm high. I'm ready. I may take some time to set things up, which is like the only thing I'm working on. But like, I'm ready. Once I get that shit set up, I'm supposed to have a video out by 12. I get that shit out by 1. That's what I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, instead of just sitting there, we're like, okay, what videos are I do again? Yeah. Yes, that's another reason why you have to have things set up. You may just kind of repeat yourself over and over again, like I have been doing. But I still did my reaction. So fuck you.
Well, I often just end up sitting down and like listening to music, and I'll like notice more.
Don't do that.
In the music that like say I didn't notice before, or it just feels different to listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's very common for people to find that sensory experiences are far richer when they're high. Would you say that that's the case with you?
Yep.
Yes, in both good and bad ways.
How so?
So like the good ways, of course, was like music, movies, any sort of stuff like that. And but what I found recently is it kind of like amplifies whatever feeling I had before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of like, oh, I'm having a shitty day. Let me see if this helps. And then like,
Yes, I guess it does do that. I mean, it does amplify what you set. If you set like I've been talking about this entire video, if you set yourself up to work on something or be productive in a certain field, it's like, all right, it amplifies that. It's like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking record this video and blah blah blah. Ready to do that shit. You can get distracted. Just don't let yourself do that. It might take you a little bit longer to do what you were planning to do because you might be setting things up and be like, okay, wait, what was I gonna do next in the setup? Oh, I was gonna do this before I finish setting up. Okay, cool. And you know what I'm saying? You might take things longer in the setup, but you'll still do it. You'll still be focused on getting to that point. You know what I'm saying?
like it'll help for like 15 minutes, and after that, it's like, you know, I feel worse.
Okay, so it sounds like it does help temporarily, but then, like you're saying, it kind of amplifies. So if you're in a bad space, it makes you go into a worse space?
For me, it does. I know people who will go into it in like the worst mind state, but you know, feel amazing the entire time.
Okay.
They can be like, yeah, fuck that shit.
I don't know if that's something with like different strains or just like body compositions or what, but
yeah, it seems to some people it kind of takes away the negativity, but for you, it seems to enhance it.
Now it does, yes. It used to not.
What strains you smoking? Sativas give you energy. Indicas make you want to relax and chill and just sit on the couch.
And what did it used to do?
I used to just not, you know, think about anything while I was high. It's like, you know, I would get high, brain would shut off, and you know, just like, you know, just do things. But you're not thinking about anything except for what is happening right then presently.
Okay, so it sort of really helps you be kind of absorbed in the present moment. Okay, so you find that things from the past kind of come into your mind and disrupt your ability to be in the present?
Yes.
Okay. And so it seems like marijuana used to kind of make that go away.
Yes.
And what was like the first, let's say, week or month of use like for you?
I wouldn't do it on like school nights because I'm like, just in case anything happens, I don't want to miss anything. But then as we got into like the further terms, it's like it's a Tuesday. It's like 4 o'clock. I'll be fine by the time I go to bed.
So what I'm sort of noticing is that, okay, so originally it was like Fridays and Saturdays, right? Because like
Yes.
there's the work week, and then we're gonna like
there's
party on
yeah.
the weekends, right?
Yeah.
There's a time for fun and there's a time for work. And also you kind of are aware that marijuana potentially, this is a hotly debated topic, interferes with your capacity to do work. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm noticing that you kind of thought, well, I shouldn't use during the week. Did you used to think that way?
Yes.
And then your mind started to say like, well, I think I can kind of get away with it.
I guess it was like it was like I'm bored and I can't figure out what to do, so I'm gonna get high and then see if I find something to do.
And so you mentioned earlier that sometimes you would feel overwhelmed, or you would start to get overwhelmed, and then you would start to use marijuana. Can you tell us about that? Like, what is that experience like?
Like I'll use an example. So for one of my final projects, I had to like design and put on a show. And the first time I went through it, the video did not record and the live stream of it did not go live. So I like afterwards I was you know trying to figure out how like rescheduling it. You know, I was super stressed because I'm like, okay, this is my project. I could flunk out because of this. And you know, it's just that sort of overthinking and getting too into what could go wrong.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, I need to slow down. I need to put everything at a manageable pace. So like I'll go have just smoke a little bit and then come back inside, sit down, breathe, let it take effect, and then resume whatever I was doing.
So what I'm hearing is that it may not have actually improved your performance, but it made it easier for you to do, like, internally.
Yes.
Right? So it's like you're not stressing as much. You're kind of chill about it, but you may be like slightly disorganized. You're kind of like, you're able to focus on one thing, but so it's helping you kind of internally do the work, but it's not actually helping the work itself.
Yes.
Okay. And
I don't know if it's like that for me. Like, it helps me do the work. It's helping the work itself because my creativity, my personal creativity expands. And I'm like, okay, this will be a good idea. That's how I went in before I smoked. Then after smoking, it's like, oh, if I did this, what if I did this as well? You know? But then me acting upon that, sometimes personally, I'm lazy. So sometimes I'll be like, nah. Let's just go with the original thing. I don't have any editors. I've got more work to do. I still need to live stream later. I won't have time for that shit. So let's just finish doing what we were doing. And then I'll just like cut that off. But if I had all that other stuff, I'd be like, hey, yo, we're gonna implement this as well. We're gonna add this as well. We're gonna add this. That's just me personally.
So what? It sounded like you started using it every day at some point.
So when I started using it every day, it's like I would wake up, go to class, then come back, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have anything to do for the next 3-4 hours. Let's smoke. I'll come down by the time I have to do anything. And that became every day, and it just started to kind of almost lose that magic it had. But, you know, it's like, but
this guy also looks like he's in a dorm room still.
At some point, you're like, well, why not?
Yeah. So it sort of becomes an activity that you sort of use to fill gaps in your day.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about, you know, what's your marijuana use like now? How do you feel about it? How does it make you feel?
I would say it's like, beforehand, it's like, okay, you know, I'm bored. I'm gonna like watch a movie, watch some videos. It's like, you know what? Why not get high while I do it just to see if it enhances it a little bit? But usually it's like I'll be distracted watching something else, and then, you know, something I don't want to think about just, you know, pops out of nowhere, and it's like, okay, cool. Now it's ruined.
And this is what happens when you get high?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, like I think a day or two ago, I was just watching a movie, and then like the memory pops into my head of, hey, remember that girl that left you purely because you weren't like physically close enough? Yeah. You didn't get a fair chance. You know. It's like a sort of echo chamber type stuff where it's like, okay, something I thought years ago comes back.
And this happens more when you get high now?
Yes.
That doesn't happen for me. Does it happen for you? It really does not happen for me. Maybe it's because my mindset of how I go into everything while I'm smoking. But maybe it's my mindset that I set before smoking, or maybe not. I don't know. But I've never like randomly done that. Like something from my past comes to try and that usually happens when I'm sober. As an introvert. Like, shit, remember that thing you did years ago? Yeah, you remember that? You remember that? Yeah, bitch, you remember that? And then I go smoke and it's like, bro, what if I could do this? What if I did this? I need to work on this video. I need to work on this video. But what if I add this to this video? Oh, we should combine Twitch streamers with League of Legends characters. That's where my other video, League of Twitch streamers, came to fruition, came to idea. And I made that. Link in the description below.
And you still get high every day?
Yeah.
I do.
Why?
I guess it's really to kind of have that sort of I don't know how to like say it. It is. It's almost like it's like, okay, here's something that can be a constant. Here's something that, you know, can be always in the background or something. It's some sort of consistency.
Almost like a safety net.
Yes.
Oh no, bruh. You're in that
And what does
stage.
it consistently give you?
You're tuning.
Like when it first starts happening, and then, you know,
You're not even tuning.
So like if I'm high, or if I'm getting high, and I'm like playing a stupid game with some friends, you know, for that like first bit of me being high, it's like okay, cool, I'm having fun, I'm just, you know, hanging out with my friends. Then, you know, as things do, you know, eventually you stop playing the game, and then I sit down and it's just me alone with my thoughts. And then once I realize that it's just me, it just kind of starts to derail.
So it sounds like it's a ticket to fun, but like at some point you get off the train.
Yes.
You know, and then you're just left with your own thoughts. And how long does that linger? Like how long does it take you to sober up?
It depending on the strength that I get, it's anywhere from like maybe an hour and a half, sometimes 2, 3, or if I just keep going, it can be all day.
Got it. So it sounds like your mind will kind of like churn up these old things, but I'm not getting the sense that you get resolution. But maybe
Yes.
sometimes you get progress when you're this way, or no?
Sometimes, yes.
So I'm hearing that it doesn't cause problems in your life.
Like, it hasn't impaired my function for anything.
Okay.
It's like
But
it's like I still work perfectly fine. I still go to school perfectly fine.
How do you feel about using it?
I don't know if I really know how.
I'm glad he said that he still works pretty fine, still goes to school pretty fine, all that. I'm glad he said that, because weed does have that negative connotation about it, where it's like, oh, if you smoke weed, you're not gonna want to go to work, you're not gonna want to go to school, you're not gonna do this, you're gonna become a fucking couch potato. I'm pretty sure that there was like anti-weed commercials where this girl was sinking into the couch, and like, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This girl was like sinking into the couch and was just like, hey, blah, 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 blah. She was like deflated. Yes. This one right here.
So, Sarah, what's going on here? Sarah? Sarah?
She won't answer you. Or she can't.
Why not?
She's
This is
high.
the way it's been since she started smoking pot. She's all lazy and boring and... You know, we used to have so much fun together.
We used to have so much
And now?
fun.
This is what we do.
That's what we do. Yeah, we just sit here. She deflates and she just sits there. So I am glad. That shit's oh my gosh, it still makes me laugh. So I am glad that he said that, because he's still able to do this. He's still able to do that. You know, he's not Hokage status. He's, you know, a little less than tuning. He hasn't taken his tuning exam yet, but you know, he's chilling. So I ain't gonna fault him or nothing. I can guide him if he would like. I can do that for him. But he gotta reach out. At least he's not doing that, you know, at least he's not like that commercial.
How I feel about it. And that's another thing. It's like okay, keep doing it. It's almost like, okay, I had fun these times. Let's see if it's fun this time.
You know, recently, what is the longest amount of time you have gone without using?
4 or 5 days.
And when was the last time you went
That's it?
4 or 5 days without using?
Last week, 2 weeks ago.
And how do you feel when you're doing that?
I mean, it's it's not like a hard thing to do.
It really is.
It's like
I'm glad he
man,
said that too.
It's like I'm so bored. If I got high, I could figure out what to do. You know, or if it's like if I got high, maybe what I'm doing would be just a little bit more entertaining.
Okay. I'm going to try to stitch some things together, and I'm going to ask you like a couple questions and try to like lay stuff out. So I'm going to go grab my iPad if that's cool. So let's start by understanding clinical perspectives. So when we think about clinical addiction, what we think about is impairment of function.
All right, if you want to see the rest of this video, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. See where Dr. K leads this video. I personally, I'm gonna watch this myself. I'm gonna finish watching it myself. But if you want to watch it, link will be in the description below. So be sure to check out Dr. K. And while you're there, actually do 4 things for me, okay? 1, hit him up and let him know, hey, the Hokage of the village, hidden in that loud, would not mind doing an interview on weed. Yes, I am the Hokage of the village. I am hidden in that loud. I do this. I've been smoking since I was 13. Let me know, Dr. K. Let's do it. Let's do an interview. So that's the first thing you should tell him. Second thing is, you know, for saying second, third, and fourth, I guess. Don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do while you're visiting the channel, HealthyGamerGG. While you're visiting Dr. K's channel, don't forget to do those 3 things that I like to do, that I like to ask you to do. And like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Much love to you.